My children, the dark secrets that have kept the establishment in power will all be exposed. My children, the exposures you have seen are nothing compared to what is about to be uncovered. How far back this criminal government began, when it started, how it started, why it was established, and who designed it. This is going to bring a shock to this nation. How many people were behind such devastation, the corruption, the misery, the death, the fraud, not only to this country, but the world. When everything is uncovered and all given to the public, you will find out how these wars were started, their design, the purpose, who profited from them, what it was meant for each nation, and their part in this great reset that they want. All of these wars have been started on purpose to have more power in the way of these people. Yes, these have been started on purpose. This was so they could profit and benefit in ways, more ways than most people will even understand. Every economic depression, reset, disturbance in the economy, it was all by design. I will show you who banged the most from this economic disaster, and where they're all today because of it. There are corporations that are growing by design. The old guard in Silicon Valley, there were Ponzi schemes that were set on purpose. There's more to Bernie Madoff and that financial fraud scheme, but he was the fall guy. This was to control every financial entity out there. There are people that the establishment wants buried and destroyed. The one with FTX and more just like them. There are some smaller and some larger schemes that are still going on. And this is going on around the world. There is a financial war that has been set in motion, and only certain people would really profit off of it, and others would lose. Bankruptcies were staged in major corporations to hide something more sinister behind that. They chose which companies to bury and hide the financial records before anyone could come close to finding them. This happened with Enron. There is more to this that will be revealed. Every corporation that was buried to hide their secrets will be unearthed and exposed in front of the world. The Great Depression was designed by them as to put their plan on steroids to take over this nation. Look who benefited from the Depression and the recession. None of these things were by accident. They were all set in motion to take over this country by more and more. Their groups were growing. And this is a growing control over the people. The truth of the wars and how they played a horrifying part in it will be exposed. Their racketeering will be exposed. This was the same in Vietnam. It was used as a front and a distraction for something far worse against this nation. The crimes that this group has committed, it will be exposed. You can always follow the money. It gets deeper and much worse, and it will be publicly known. There will be a darkness revealed in a system that was running everything, while people were completely unaware of what was going on. Their dark secrets are coming out, including the assassination of previous presidents. It carries with it truths. More corruption will be uncovered from these intelligence communities. What will be uncovered is who really is controlling them. What will be exposed is how they're trying to dismantle it. Many of these secrets are still not out into the open, but they will be revealed. Who killed these two brothers? And other people, notable people in history that have also passed, Martin Luther King and Lincoln. These were all inside jobs. These secrets were going to be exposed by Lincoln as well, and we saw what happened with him. We saw that this happened again with the current and rightful president. My children, Hollywood's dark past and secrets connected to this establishment will come out. This will be a collapse of their narrative and their control that they wanted to have over this country. You can follow the money to follow the heinous crimes by these people. They wanted to brainwash the masses and destroy this society by using mass operations and psyops and trying to control your mind and using the power and harnessing the power that you have within your mind to accomplish what it is that they want. So they will do this by predictive programming. They can say, hey, here's a cheeseburger. Here's a picture of it. When you're already in a somnambulistic state, you're easily programmed once you're sitting in front of that box that tells lies to your vision, where they can remotely control you. Through the programs, they program you. These are the people that want to govern your mentality. My United States, the darkness that has been brought here and the truth about the Freemasons and the secret societies that have been vetted, invested in our government are going to be exposed. These societies have been controlling the nation and nations around the world. They design diseases, pandemics. They want to profit off of what's going on. They design wars to profit off death and destruction. They want to have financial catastrophes so they can profit off of that as well. They want to profit off of people's mental illness. This goes deep, my children. Their designs have affected each nation in the world as you know it, but now you will see the pharaohs of today and the style of these Babylonian systems. These will be brought to nothing before your very eyes. They are full of criminals, that group, and I'm giving them all out. To expose them, they will all be out of their seats. Your freedom is coming. True celebrations will be in tow, and this will cleanse the nation. I will cleanse the nation. I have asked, I have said, let my people go, and you will see this come pass right before your very eyes, just as the Israelites did. Your enemies will not continue to torture you and hold you against your will. When I have set you free, says the Lord, your Redeemer. I want you to know how important your freedoms are and where they come from. They come from me. They are your God-given freedoms. They are not for anyone to take from you. Know the authority you have and the power that you have in your voice to speak this down. This is a war of the principalities. You don't fight this as a regular war, because this is not a regular war. You're fighting an enemy that you do not see. So you need to fight it with something that you do not see, but you can hear. Release my breath. Call them down, just as you called them down when you walked around the walls of Jericho. My children, you will confuse the enemies. Call them down with the power and authority I have given you to do so. My children, they want to steal your joy. They don't want you to praise. They don't want you to worship. They don't want you to be happy, because they know that when you do that, they will have to be the ones that are on the run, because they know that destroys evilness. That destroys their plans. That destroys the enemy. And that's why my David played praise and worship music when he went on the front lines, because I went before him. I destroyed them before he did. Do not let them steal your joy. Continue to praise, continue to worship, continue to be joyful. This destroys your enemies. Hi, I'm back. This was the channel message from our Father in Heaven. I post daily. You're more than welcome to follow. If you'd like to, you could click on the plus, and I'll see you in tomorrow's reading. Bye-bye.